Trying for gains in the gym? This episode is for you, where we're cooking for maximum growth and nutrition, and we'll be gleaning workout and eating tips too from people who know. Let's feed our workout together. Hello and welcome back to the Food Journey Kitchen. In keeping with our health tip for 2022, we're going to be looking at nutrition for building muscles, bodybuilding in the gym. We'll be looking at a pre-workout meal, a recovery meal, and we'll also be trying an interesting hack for one of the most popular products, sports products on the market, and that is powdered protein. Excited about this one? I know I am. Let's rock and roll. Start your workout right with our energizing sandwich. Follow that workout with a muscle replenishing meal. And let's become self-sufficient and craft our own protein powder for delicious workout shakes. Muscles need high protein foods to grow, but the energy needed to train and build that muscle in the gym also requires carbohydrates and fats to support this. There's a quality input from these groups that we're looking for in order to gain lean muscle. You'll definitely have to increase your calorie intake and balance with a structured exercise routine, but lean muscle won't be obtained from just eating just anything. Because of all the work that you're about to do in the gym, of course you can't go in there feeling hungry. It's going to leave you slightly unmotivated and also lethargic. And you also can't go in there feeling really full because you're just going to feel lazy and really unmotivated. So what I'm trying to do today is sort of to strike a balance so that you can go in feeling that you've had the nutrition that you need, that's going to be just enough for the type of workout that you're doing. Today, we're talking about building muscle and having the energy for that. I've chosen ingredients for these pre-workout sandwiches that speak to workout needs. We've chosen wheat bread today with protein-packed seeds. And next, peanut butter, full of protein and healthier fat. And bananas. We love that potassium keeping our brain alert and providing us with healthy sugar energy. And eggs, the whites delivering a protein punch and equally nutritious yolks. You may find it strange that we're putting these two things together, bananas and peanut butter, in a sandwich, but I want you to keep an open mind with this combo, and it's such an easy start with these toasted slices. And nothing like a banana for that instant hit of potassium straight to the brain that really, really helps with your mental alertness. So out comes the banana. All we're going to do to this is slice it old-fashioned dodo style, like this, nice and long for the bread. And really, one banana per sandwich is probably enough. Probably all I can get on that slice of bread. So there's... And once sliced and spread out on a plate, simply sprinkle with some cinnamon to lift sweet flavor even more.
Alright, that's right. Before I come to the gym, I usually have a pre-workout like an hour before. This usually contains a substantial amount of carbohydrates because my body needs it to do the workout and lift the heavy weights. They could come in the form of sweet potatoes, white rice, and any other carbohydrate source. And I also add a protein source as well, meat, chicken, fish, turkey, eggs, whatever the case may be.
Hi, my name is Olorun Komyaki. I'm a fitness instructor for iFitness. I've been eating for 8 years, And I got into fitness because I was a chubby little kid. Basically, I eat whatever comes, what I can get my hands on. It has to have carbohydrates and protein in them. I'm always cautious about the big macros. Basically, that's carbs, proteins, and fats.
And into these fats, butter and olive oil goes our egg. Completely. With a little black pepper too, because it's good. Once flipped over, it's a soft yolk and ready to grace these very easy but satisfying sandwiches. Time to put these two sandwiches together. Let's do the first one and I'll just show you how easy that is. Toast, beautiful. Next thing, what is it? Peanut butter. We love this. I like going for the natural creamy kind because I don't really want any crunch besides what's already on the bread. So just laying the bananas down like that. I like to make sure all my sides and corners have got some banana. So I go for the biggest pieces for the outside and then start filling in with the smaller ones. Whether you want 2 layers or 1 is up to you. But there we go. That's the first sandwich more or less done. Fold over, push to the side. And for our egg version, that's all you need, and a knife to cut it. All right, everyone, time to try this. I have had peanut butter and banana umpteen million times, but my favorite, which I love, is the peanut butter and egg. So I'll take a bite for you. Here we go. So good. The savory flavor of that egg with the peanut butter, it just works, everyone. It just works. And I know when I've eaten that, or at least half of that, before I go in for my cardio or doing some weights, I'm gonna have the energy I need from the carbohydrates, and I'm gonna have that protein building block that I really need for my muscles. A word on hydration. Sweating means you're putting in effort, and replacing water is really important. You should be drinking before, during, and after any workout to replace lost fluids. And by the way, your pee should be crystal clear every tinkle.
What I take for my post-workout after lifting depends. Like if I'm lifting, if I'm doing heavy muscles or large muscles like the legs and the back. After my workout, I take carbohydrates because I've spent a lot of energy, so I need to refuel. Then during the day, I take my proteins to build the muscles. But if I'm training not to big muscles like the chest, the bicep, the shoulders, immediately after workout, I take proteins.
For our next offering, we are making an omelet, a special omelet, an egg white omelet. Now, if you said egg white omelet to me, maybe about a year ago, I'd say you can eat that yourself because I love the yolk. But the reason why we're doing this is because we're looking for something other than that yolk. We're looking for all that protein that really is in the whites of the eggs. How are we going to make it more interesting? We're going to be adding beautiful things like spinach and cauliflower, which is full of protein as well. So for recovery, getting those muscle cells to build back up and larger than they were before, we need to make sure that we're replenishing, and that's all we're doing with this beautiful omelet. This is a 3-egg omelet, 3 egg whites. There we go. Just sliding back and forth until we've got all the white and are just left with the yolk. Guess what? Next time you're making custard, there are your yolks. A little bit of black pepper is all I'm putting in here at this point, because if I add salt now, I find it tends to make the egg a little bit runny. So giving that a tiny whisk, and we'll add salt later. So that's that. We have separated the florets of our cauliflower and we've steamed them. And now we can cut them and then gently brown them in some spices.
I'm going to stir fry these. What seasonings am I using? Going totally Eastern on this with cumin, a bit of curry, and a little salt. Easy does it. Let that go just for a few minutes and it'll be ready.
And you can see just how the cauliflower has become the most interesting thing to look at. Chop up some garlic into very thin slices. Mind your fingers.
So to prepare the spinach, it's really just about flavoring them. And I like to do that with some garlic. So in a very little bit of olive oil, just start toasting off your garlic a bit. And this is where I actually add just a tiny little bit of salt, just to those bits. Keep them going. When you see they even threaten to start turning a different color, that's when you add in the spinach. Just right on top. It seems like a big handful, but you know what? It's going to wilt away with the garlic flavoring it as it cooks. We'll just give that a minute.
The idea is to get as much flavor as possible into the somewhat bland egg white.
See the flavor building up? Delicious. These beautiful oyster mushrooms, they look a little bit scraggly at the moment because I have squeezed them of any moisture within so that we can do this. Just get them nice and golden crispy in a pan with a little olive oil.
And just look at that crispy, golden, almost meaty disposition of these mushrooms. I can't wait to get my chops around that. Just a few extra little additions. And we're ready to create an egg white omelette to remember.
I don't particularly want all the power to go out of that beautiful spring onion. So here are our egg whites and black pepper. It's just always important to remember your seasonings. What have you put in? What are you yet to put in? Okay, time to add in our delicious stuff. I'm putting in a little bit of tomato, just a scattering. I'm also at this point adding in the beautiful mushrooms, like so, keeping them to one side because I do want to fold this over. And then of course, our lovely spinach. So getting that in there, spread it around. We want quite a bit of spinach in there because I just love it. What a beautiful, beautiful omelette this is going to be. There we go. Fabulous. It's all on one side. Let's just check and make sure that we can fold over, and we can. There we go.
An egg white omelette, bejeweled in tasty spices and filled with replenishing nutrients. Now, who wouldn't want to have this healthy, good-looking plate after a good workout? Beef it up with potato, quinoa, or brown rice.
The main advice I would give to anybody that's trying to start fitness and bodybuilding is that results don't come overnight. You have to stay consistent and dedicated to the process, and you also have to learn to enjoy the process, because if you don't enjoy it, after a while you eventually quit. So you have to learn to enjoy it. That's my main advice.
For stepped uplifting protein intake, bodybuilders use supplements like protein powders. Pricey, and some contain additives.
Typically, a supplement is not totally necessary. You should take enough protein, to have enough protein in your diet.
What we will do is mimic a protein powder using all natural ingredients with all the value and you in control of the design. On the hit parade, beautiful almonds, cashews, walnuts, ground nuts, chia seed, powdered milk, and oatmeal for extra bulking and fullness.
Okay, we have a dry pan on the fire here, and we're going to start by toasting off these nuts. Here's some walnuts. Let's get those in there and start toasting those off. And I'm going to drop the cashews in at the same time and really just let them go. Toasting them to kind of remove any little bits of extra moisture, which when we now blend will make them a little bit soggy, and what we're looking for is a dry powder. So a little patience, let it go, just keep tending to it every few minutes so it doesn't burn.
The nuts are fully toasted.
Wow, these are ready, nice and toasty, you can see that, and we'll just tip them into a plate. There we go, lovely, and they have to cool down. And now we'll just add in our almonds and peanuts. I'm going to put a little less of the peanuts in because I just don't want their taste to overtake everything. So there we go. Let those go. Get toasty.
I love that this is a patient process. Patient processes always make you aware that sometimes good things take a little bit more time.
We're going to start blending. So little bits in at a time. Putting in a tablespoon of chia, quarter of the milk powder, and just a little bit of the oatmeal. I don't really want a lot of this in here, just a tad. Covering it up. And let's start the blend. So here's our mix. Lovely. It smells great too. And I've got a jar here which you could just keep this in and it'll last for about a month. Sealed, but I don't think it'll last that long because it'll be used. No doubt. Now that we're done with our clever little hack, time for us to make some delicious smoothies to go with it. And I'm thinking strawberries and cream. I'm thinking maybe even chickpeas. We'll leave that in a smoothie. And we're going to try these together and taste them together. Here's our first lovely smoothie, milkshakey smoothie. I've got a banana, just breaking that in half and dropping it in. One whole banana.
We're adding cocoa powder as well as a good measure of our protein powder. Use measurements according to your own personal plan.
Top it all up with milk. There we go.
It's called milk for definites. And there's protein shake number 1.
Taste test number 1, banana and chocolate. I really love that. I love bananas and chocolate anyway, but the thing I really like about this is the fact that the protein powder that we've made, you can't really taste any bits of it. It's all blended in, which is beautiful and exactly what you want. So you just got one cohesive, delicious refreshing, lovely protein shake. I've got to sell my son on this one.
For the second shake, we're using high-protein chickpeas, some honey with our protein powder, and topping it off with milk. This should be interesting.
Okay, everybody, second shake. This is fun, I have to tell you. And I think I'm a little bit ingenious with those chickpeas. Don't you think so? Let's have a go. When you try this one, make sure you put the right name next to it. It's a Sonia chickpea protein shake, everybody, and it is glorious. Been
working out for like a very long time, but as a professional fitness trainer, this is my second year. So my advice to anyone who is actually trying to go into fitness is that fitness is a life journey. You have to keep going at it. Do it tired, do it strong, come rain, come shine, you go at it every day. That's how you live a healthy life.
And we're getting ours with these beautiful Nigerian strawberries.
So in a clean kitchen towel, I've got some ice cubes here and just going to give them a bash because I'm looking for some crushed ice. There we go. Some crushed ice. Beautiful. Get that in there. Lovely. What's next? These strawberries. We love those. In they go. Delightful. Next, our beautiful protein powder. I'm putting in 2 heaped tablespoons. Why not just go on and finish it up? Just over 2 heaped there. A little bit of honey makes everything nicer. Let's go for 1, 2 teaspoons of honey. Sailing in, yogurt. A good 1/2 cup. Plain yogurt in this instance. And then for me, I just want to add a little tiny bit of milk. A splodge and a bit. How do you like that for measurements? Cover the top. And then, here we go. Blending time. Oh ho ho, look at that color change. My goodness, this looks delicious. And strawberry shake cheers. Yummy. While I love this, I really think that my favorite today was a chickpea shake. How clever, and weren't we clever together, delving into the world of sports nutrition.
And apparently hard work pays off. So keep working hard. Don't give up. Eat properly for training and stay in the zone. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Remember, those big guys you see started from somewhere. Every 10 was once a 1. Please let us sink it.
Food Journey has a new Instagram. It's FOODJERNY @Food Journey. So if you were following us before, please come and follow us here now.